It's Leykis 101, the ongoing on-air adult education course that teaches men how to get more tail for less money. More importantly, we teach women how men think. I am your professor. This is my classroom. Class is in session. This is where we teach the tenets of Leykis 101. We have added a large portion of the West Coast to our student base, to our student population. And so for those of you in the San Diego area, those of you in the Bay Area who are listening for the first time, those of you who are joining our class for the first time, let me give you some of the basics of this course. Some of you may disagree, and classroom discussion, classroom debate, very healthy, says your professor. So let's go over some of the basic tenets of Leykis 101, and then you may have some questions or comments, and in some cases, complaints. But here we go. First of all, Leykis 101 students see as the bedrock base of this curriculum that the purpose of dating is to have sex. That is the one and only purpose of going on a date. We don't like dancing. We don't like drinking frappuccinos. We don't like foreign films. We don't like talking to chicks about their problems, their past boyfriends, their jobs, their little kitty cats. We don't like any of that stuff. We go out and we put up with that stuff as the price of admission to get between your legs. That is why we date. Dating equals porking. The word dating 50 years ago had a whole different connotation. 50 years ago, if you had an appointment this Friday night, maybe a reservation at a restaurant, Friday night, 8 o'clock, at a really good restaurant with somebody of the opposite sex, you would tell people, I've got a date Friday night. Women have redefined the word date. Because now you could hear the following conversation, and you often do. Jennifer, that's great. You're going out on a date Friday night at 8 o'clock at the Ivy. That's great. Oh, no, Lisa. This is not a date. What does that phrase mean? This is not a date. Here's what it means. There will be no sex. So dating, as redefined by women, equals sex. Dating is for having sex. Any socialization with the opposite sex, any fraternization with the opposite sex that does not involve sex or the possibility of sex is not a date. Dating equals porking. By geometric logic, dating equals porking. If you are the kind of man who is frequently referred to as a jerk or an a-hole, you're probably a 101 student, or you could be one. We are proud to be known as jerks and a-holes with women. We wear it as, like a badge we wear. We're proud. Leykis 101 students believe that 3 strikes you're out is how we handle our sex life. If we go out with you 3 times and you do not put out, we kick you out. We kick you to the curb. We are done with you. You have 3 dates to put out. We are not wasting our money or our time on you. And speaking of not wasting money, and this is one of the most important tenets of Leykis 101, we do not spend more than $40 on a date. And if we can spend nothing, that's what we spend. Nothing. A woman decides in the first 30 seconds if she's going to put out. All the lobster and champagne in the world, I hate to burst your bubble, boys, not going to change her mind. So all you morons who send cards and flowers and teddy bears and candy, and then you bring a limo to pick her up and stuff, isn't going to make any difference. She was going to have sex with you either way or not have sex with you either way. No point wasting money. Find ways around spending money. Try to avoid having dinner with her. Call her up on the phone and say, hey, Tell me you having dinner tonight. She'll tell you. 7:30. You tell her, hey, that's great. So you ought to be done about 9. Why don't we hook up for a drink about 9:30? By the time she says yes, she doesn't realize you've aced her out of dinner. If you eat dinner with her, eat dinner before you go to dinner. Eat a nice hearty meal, and when you get there, just order a green salad and tell her you're watching your weight. Tell her you're on a health regimen. And if you're dating a woman who would eat more than you, you're dating the wrong chick anyway. Chances are most women won't eat more than you do. They don't want to be embarrassed. They don't want you to think they're fat or they're going to be fat. No way. Never, ever stay around when a woman answers a cell phone on a date. If that phone rings, the guy who's calling is either her babysitter, in which case you shouldn't be there anyway, or it's the guy she's going to do after she gets you to pay the tab for this meal. When a woman answers the cell phone in the middle of a date, politely get up, excuse yourself, tell her you'll be right back, and go out, get your car from the valet, and get the hell out of there. Let her pay the bill. Leave it to her. It's her problem. You're out. It's that simple. Leykis 101 students, sorry ladies, we don't date single mothers. They are out. No single mothers. Too much baggage, which includes the ex. You are too busy putting your kid as the priority, not available for sex when we need it. We have no interest in dating you. One slip of the condom and then we'll be the next ones, sending you a check every week for 18 years. No. N-O, no. It's that simple. We do not cuddle. We do not hug. We do not spoon. Once we've had sex, we get in and we get out. When we're done having sex, we jump out of bed, grab a towel off Big Jim and the twins, and we get the hell out of there. We have sex at her place, not our place, because in case these bitches are stalkers, in case they're falling in love, we need a quick exit. We don't want them having the key to our place. No giving the key to your place. No impregnating a woman. You just don't do it. Don't let her talk you into having a baby. That will be your financial responsibility. Don't be stupid. These are some of the basic tenets of Leykis 101. Many men find it to be a revelation. They find it to be liberating. Many women get pissed off that I say these things. We encourage vigorous classroom discussion here. Now that you've joined my classroom, now is the time to participate.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
This show is for men who want to get laid for as little money as possible. Okay, if guys want to get married, then there's another class for it.
But
obviously, your head is over your butt, honey. You don't understand it. Guys who want to get laid will listen. Guys who don't want to do it will not. There's always a choice.
It's Leykis 101 on the Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show. This is Leykis 101. It's our weekly on-air adult education course to teach men how to get more tail for less money. Plus, we teach women how men think at 1-800-5800-TOM. Questions, complaints, comments for our classroom discussion. You just drop right in here. Let's say hello to Robert on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
I'm okay, Robert.
Hey, you know, I've been listening to you since way back in the day over at KFI. I remember that you launched some kind of campaign against Cat Stevens at the time because he had said some erroneous or death threat remarks for Salman Rushdie. You remember that?
Yep.
That was something.
I do.
I just think you're terrific. Always have. In any case, I'm calling because I have a bit of a problem. It seems, you know, at my age, I'm 37 years old, and especially living in Las Vegas, you know, women grow up awfully quick here, and they start breeding awfully young. And it's hard for me to find, you know, a single woman who has children. And I'm wondering, you know, and especially because I'm so into building my business, you know, I don't have a whole lot of time to go out and meet. You know, what would your advice be to someone in my position, you know, who finds that, I mean, even within 10 years of my age, you know, it's seemingly impossible to find a single woman.
Well, why worry about that? Date younger.
Yeah, but, yeah. But even at that, I mean, and where do you meet the younger women that aren't, you know, I mean, even younger? It's shocking.
In Vegas? Are you kidding me?
Well, if they don't have kids, they're usually dancers, if they're hot. And
No, pal, dancers, as you call them, which are really strippers.
Right.
You know, not very good dancers. Many of them have kids.
Yeah. And not only that, I mean, it's a whole heap of trouble when you're dating a woman who's caught up in that lifestyle. I mean,
you know what? That's a one hitter, a stripper at best, if they'll give it up.
Yeah.
I mean, as it is, strippers are the worst kind of whores because most whores you pay them and they give you services.
That's right.
They're the worst kind.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so, Professor, you know, help me out. Where do I meet these women, you know, in Las Vegas? You know the city. What would you do?
First of all, you have a large pool of out-of-towners who come in to party there. And you've got an ad cafe that says what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. There's plenty of women who come to town looking for trouble. Now, the problem when you live in Vegas, most people who live in Vegas stay away from the Strip like the plague unless they work there.
That's correct.
And I know that because I spent a lot of time in Vegas. And you need to get into some of these casinos and find the bachelorette parties, to find the lines at all the clubs, at all the casinos. You know, every one of them has one of these private or semi-private clubs. The Hard Rock Cafe is teeming with young tail. Teeming with it.
Okay.
Much of it from out of town. Now, that is, to me, for meeting chicks, that's the best place in Las Vegas to meet them, is the Hard Rock Cafe. The Hard Rock Casino. That bar in the center.
Yeah, you're right.
If you can't find chicks in there, you have no game at all.
You know, I just got to get out of the mindset of thinking local and thinking, you know, more than just a few dates, you know, because I think that's part of my problem. I was conditioned to learn how to date, you know, long before you ever appear on the airways, unfortunately. So I've got some bad habits to break. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, you could rent a cabana over at the MGM Grand for a day. Split it with a buddy. And just sit at the pool and watch what walks past. You're not going to believe it. We were just there. Yeah. Gary and I were just there. You would not believe what is there. But as a local, you'd never see it.
Right. You're right. Well, you know, my buddies and I actually we're renting a suite at the MGM. It's funny that you say that for a Halloween party. So hopefully that'll turn things around a bit. You know,
I'm telling you, stretch that into the next day if you can. For $200, you can rent a cabana. I'm telling you right now, we know. We were down there. $200, you rent a cabana. Get the boys to chip in. Bring your trunks along. And, by the way, they serve you drinks in there all day. You got a TV in there. You can watch games, whatever. In the meantime, you would not believe the chicks who walk by. It would blow your mind.
Okay, cabana. You know what? I'm going to do that, and I'll follow up either with a call or an email, and I'll let you know how that goes.
Excellent.
All right, thanks, Tom. Take care. Bye-bye.
Robert, thank you. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. This is Jonathan on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, son. How are you? It's the son I never had here. Yes.
Hey, Dad, you know, it's always been a big dream.
No, go ahead, Jonathan. I can hear you. Go ahead.
I said that it's been a big dream of mine to one day smoke you out with some of the finest California Kush, and one day I hope I can do that. I had a question for you, though, regarding one of your rules, which is, you know, never let a woman call you a friend, and, you know, don't call women your friend and whatnot.
Right.
And also don't have a girlfriend before you're 25. what do you call a girl if you don't call her your friend? I mean,
I simply call her by her first name.
But if you introduce her like, hey, this is my homie, this is
Jennifer.
Oh, so no title, not even friend, or
no, Jennifer. This is Jennifer.
Wow. Well, you know, that's like, Tom, could you do me one favor?
What's that?
I was wondering if you could take me out racist style.
What would that be?
It's African tribal style with a few gunshots afterwards.
That would be racist. That is racist. I'm sorry. 1-800-5800-TOM. Here is our first Leykis 101 student from the San Diego region. This is Melissa in Oceanside on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello?
Is that a question or a statement?
I have a statement, actually. I just want to know what makes you so in tune with women and how you think you know so much.
Because I have money, power, and fame, and I have a lot of experience in this area.
That won't buy you a woman, and for your information...
I'm not trying... Dear, stop right... We're going to take this one step at a time. I don't buy women because I don't give them my money. Women just want to be around the smell of money, power, and fame. You don't even have to give them any of it.
Okay, that is so wrong. You apparently don't know women as much as you think you do, because...
Well, it's been working for me and my students for a long time.
Do you actually know that things you're saying you shouldn't say about all women, because a lot of women do...
I did not use the word all, dear. I know there are many fat and fugly chicks who are really not in a position to be gold diggers or to be expecting guys that have big-time professions or anything like that. The kind of chicks who go on singles cruises or place ads on J-Date or whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
What actually gives you the right, though, to comment on and call women names?
It's called the First Amendment to the United States Constitution. That's what gives me the right.
I mean, you're not so hot yourself.
I don't have to be. I've got money. I've got a 7-figure income. I've got a big, fat wallet, and that's really all you need.
That's good. Does that keep you warm at night?
Yeah, guess what? I can be kept warm at night, every night, 7 nights a week by 7 different people.
Well, I'm a military wife, and I know for a fact that, you know...
So what do you know about money, dear?
What are you talking about?
Well, if you're with somebody in the military, clearly you don't know anything about getting a guy with money.
Because I didn't marry for money, because you're not supposed to marry
You're probably not capable. What do you look like?
What do you mean I'm not capable of it?
What do you look like?
You know what? I personally don't know what to tell you, but I know that I'm too good for you.
Well, why don't you just tell us what you look like?
I'm got brown hair. I'm about 5'5". I'm 130 pounds, and I am just a very sweet person.
All right, but you've got about 15 or 20 pounds of junk in the trunk there, dear, and that's why you could not get a man who makes more than what your average military guy gets.
I had a man that did make more, but I chose not to be with him.
Then you gained 20 pounds.
What? For love. There's a difference.
Oh, yes,
and my
love.
man may not make as much money as you, but my man does something that you don't do. He serves his country.
Dear, I'm serving my country by giving the boys information about poon.
You're giving the guys wrong information.
Oh, no.
You're teaching guys to
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You're teaching guys to go out there, pick up women, and think, okay, let's go screw this woman, one after another. Who cares about her feelings?
Exactly. Who does?
Because a guy and a girl, that when they're together, you're supposed to care about their feelings. It's not
Who says?
Sex.
Who says?
A lot of people I know.
Well, fine. You know what? Guys don't feel that way.
Don't talk for all guys, because I know some guys...
Did I say the word all guys?
You just said
some guys are pussies. Some guys are pussy whipped. Some guys are just pussies, dear.
I think that you've got the wrong thing here, and I know you're on a talk show. You think you can say anything you want.
Oh, yes, I can, and I just did.
But, you know, if you're trying
to... And I will again.
You're totally off cue here.
Dear, I'm not Howard Stern. I'm not trying to be Howard Stern. Howard Stern doesn't do a show anything like this.
Well, sometimes he degrades women, too. So, I mean, are you trying to be like him?
Well, no, there's nothing... Dear, I cannot degrade a woman more than women degrade themselves. Believe me.
We don't... The only thing we do is listen to people like you and guys like you that think that you can get any woman you want.
Oh, we can. If I have money, power, and fame, let me tell you, dear, you would be amazed. Not only at the number of hot chicks that approach me, hot chicks with husbands and boyfriends. If you could only look at my email for 1 week and see the offers I get, If some of the guys out there had any idea what sluts they're
Well,
with,
if that makes you happy, nice.
if they had any idea.
With you for your money, then that's good.
Dear, I don't mind if they're with me for my money. I'm only with them because they're hot.
And you're all about the sex, right?
You bet I am, baby.
Okay, well, that's how you are.
And that, by the way, it's not just me. It's most men.
Most men do not want just sex.
Yes, most
You
men
gotta
do.
have something other than sex, or there's no substance there with your relationship.
We're not looking for substance, and we're not looking for relationships. We're looking to get laid. Dear, this has nothing to do with relationships or marriage or anything. This is about getting laid. This class is about getting laid. It is not about having a relationship. I don't teach a class on relationships. I teach a class on getting laid.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, you have a nice day. And you remember, women are people, too, and the more you degrade them, and the more women that listen to your show, because I'll be sure to tell a lot of my military wives that, to listen in.
I'll tell you what. Tell them what station not to listen to. Tell them do not listen to 103.7 Free FM between 3 and 7 in the afternoon. In fact, I would write it down. My name is spelled Leykis. I think you should go to the whole base and tell them what time not to listen and what station not to listen to. You should tell them.
It's ridiculous. You're totally off cue with the men because...
Not at all. Why do you think so many men listen?
Women. We like getting cards and flowers and letting
Sure you do.
guys know.
Yes, you do, dear. I'm sure you do. You like getting cards and flowers and candy and Haagen-Dazs. I know you do. But you know what? That all costs us money, and for us, we want a return on investment. We want to get laid. That's what it's all about. And many of you girls, when you get married and you have the baby, and suddenly you chunk up and you cut your hair short, and you don't put out the way you used to, and you're not a freak like you used to be. And you know what? I'm trying to keep guys from getting into the faith that your husband got into. What's that?
Would you classify yourself as a male chauvinist?
Do you know what that word means? Why don't you tell the rest of us?
I think it's a man that honestly, he's into himself and just downgrades women and he's everything and women are nothing. That's my opinion of it.
I see. So you don't really know what the word means.
I know what
or where it came from. Well, dear, the dictionary is not based on your opinion of what a word means. It's based on factual definitions. The fact that you think a word means something doesn't mean that's what the definition is.
So I could call you a pig and it's okay, right?
Oh, you can. I wear that as a badge. Are you kidding me? I'm happy to be a pig, a jerk, an a-hole. I'm all of those and more. And you know why? Because women love being treated like crap. Treat them like crap and they come back for more.
Like crap is what you're saying.
Oh, yes.
We do. Okay.
Yes, you do.
You find me a woman right now and put her on the line right now that says she likes to be
Dear,
like
they all say they don't, but then they react. Why do you think every woman out there's ex-boyfriend was a jerk and their ex-husband was a creep? Why do you think that is?
Like getting treated like crap. It's because we happen to fall upon guys that do treat us like crap.
Why would you fall in love with a guy who treats you like crap?
Because they act all nice at first, and they're the guys that buy you cards and flowers.
Well, if you're too stupid to see who the guys are going to treat you like crap, you got what you deserved.
No, because they wear a different outfit when you see them.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, I see. Hang on a second here. Let me get Christina on the line here. Christina, what did you want to say to Melissa?
Gee, you are so full of it, girl. You've been married too long or something, honey. You need a shot of testosterone. All men want is sex. Okay, your husband wanted it, got it, you're married, that's great, I'm happy for you. But men want sex. My man wants sex.
I'm not saying men don't want sex. I'm not saying they don't want sex.
And what about you?
It's not the whole part of a relationship.
What about you, honey? I mean, that's what you want too, right? You know, this show is about that. Why are you even listening to it? Why are you even on the radio?
Because my husband was listening to it, and I heard what he was saying about women.
If you don't like it, don't listen to it, okay? It's all about that. Look on TV. Watch some TV, honey. Watch the news. It's all about sex.
Watch a beer commercial.
I'm not saying things aren't about sex, but it shouldn't be the whole basis of a person.
So what? It is the whole basis. It's the whole basis of the whole world. Procreation, whatever. You know, that's what it's all about. If you can't handle it, don't listen to it. You know, don't involve yourself in it. What are you doing on the radio? I mean, come on. I mean, that's what this is all about. You know, partying, having fun. If you don't like it, you know.
I just don't think somebody should sit around and say what they think women are all like.
Well, you know, he didn't say what all women are like. He said
He says women like to be treated like crap. Women don't like cards, flowers, and
said women want to be treated like crap.
Yes, he did.
No. Women don't like to be treated like crap.
Well, he
but
just
that
said
doesn't
that.
matter. No,
he said women like to be treated like crap.
Actually, wait. She's right. I did say women like to be treated like crap, and that is how they respond. When a man treats a woman like crap.
Okay. So when you put it like that, women that like money, like myself, which I am a professional woman, I love money, and I love a man with money. So if a man is rich, I mean, if he's loaded, oh yeah, treat me like crap and buy me a Lexus, okay? I mean, come on.
Women if a man's got money,
all women do not like being treated like crap.
Again, dear, you continue to reframe what I say. The word all never came up in my conversation. You put it in there.
That's right.
I didn't put it in there, dear. I don't care if there are exceptions to the rule. I couldn't care less. The fact is...
you have a nice day, because apparently you're the way you are, and you have a nice day.
Oh, there you go. That's all done.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM.
You know what my reputation is? That I'm an a-hole. In fact, I wear it as a badge. You bet I'm an a-hole. Because if I wasn't an a-hole, I wouldn't be where I am today.
This is the Tom Leykis Show.
From Seattle, it's the Tom Leykis Show. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. Here we are together again on the radio with the studios of 100.7 The Buzz in Seattle. We are here. Tonight we'll do some partying out and about here in town. You'll find us. You'll see us out there. And we kind of wrap up to our big listener party tomorrow, which is going to be at the Phoenix Underground tomorrow at 3 p.m. Seattle time. That's when we'll start. 3 p.m. Seattle time. And the doors will open at 2 p.m. Seattle time or so. We recommend you get there early. It's a ticketed event. You're supposed to have tickets. There are many ways to get tickets. Keep listening to 100.7 The Buzz. I think they'll have a couple more opportunities to get tickets. But we always like to stock the pond, and if there are some 9s and 10s out there, I'm talking chicks now, not guys, chicks. If there are hot chicks who would like to get in to the event, be in the VIP area with the staff of the Tom Leykis Show, boozing and cruising with the boys of the band. If you'd like to be back there with us, if you'd like to get in the back door, you call the following phone numbers, 206-421-1007, 206-421-1007, or toll-free 888-647-1007. That's 888-647-1007. Gary Zabransky, our producer, is standing by. He's waiting for your calls. He will answer the phone personally. You've got to be 21 years of age or over. By the way, men and women alike are welcome to this event. It's not like boys' night out. Anybody over 21 can come, including you. So, hot chicks, you do not have to wait in line. We will get you in. So, call 206-421-1007 or 888-647-1007. And let me remind you also, this is not for your husband who is hoping for a birthday present or your boyfriend who's a big fan. This is for hot chicks only. So if you have a relationship, you're going to have to tell him he's staying home. Or he can wait in line with everybody else. But we're just trying to stock the pond with hot chicks. So if that's you, 206-421-1007 or 888-647-1007. Dial now. Gary's answering the phone. If it rings a while, hang in there because Gary's getting to everybody as fast as he can. And those phone lines are really smoking. Look at all the hot chicks going in. Unbelievable. All right, there we go. Leykis 101, if you're new to our show in San Diego or San Francisco, this is a class. We teach it every week at this time. This is where you become a part of our program, and we tell you how to get more tail for less money. We tell women how men think. It is quite controversial in some quarters, but many guys find it to be life-saving. Let's go to your calls here at 1-800-5800-TOM. This is Nick on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom.
Nick.
How's it going?
I'm doing great.
Well, I'm having a little trouble here.
What's the problem?
Well, I'm 17 years old. I live in Vancouver, and I can't get a job. I'm living on my own, but I don't have any money to pay rent.
Nick, when did you get your high school diploma?
I haven't.
Why not?
I dropped out.
Why?
I don't know. I made a bad choice.
Well, maybe you need to fix it.
Yeah, it's possible.
I mean, do you think that might be why you can't get a job?
Maybe.
Well, you're still young enough to fix it, Nick.
Yeah.
So go fix it.
All right.
Stop with the partying.
I got another question for you, Tom.
Yeah.
How do we get more tails?
Well, having a job would be helpful, Nick.
All right.
Go back. Stop worrying about tail. Start worrying about getting a high school diploma.
Okay.
And then I got more bad news for you, Nick. Then you're going to go to college.
College.
Yeah.
All right.
It's time to stop being a slacker and a loser.
All right.
Are you hearing me?
I am.
If you're a high school dropout, you are going to be stuck the rest of your life with fatties and fuglies and single moms. That's what you're going to get.
No one wants that.
Nobody wants that. Nick, are your parents still together?
No.
Of course they're not. I could tell. If your dad was there, he'd kick your ass. Wouldn't he?
That's another thing, right? Because my dad's not around. He's in New Orleans.
Yeah, well, he'd kick your ass. And because he's not kicking your ass, you're taking the easy way out.
Well,
And now you are getting the first whiff of what happens when you do that. Chicks won't touch you with a 10-foot pole.
You wouldn't take it, Tom? My brother's trying to tell you that he offered me a job, but I wouldn't take it.
Is that so?
Well, yeah, because it was kind of far away. Not that far.
It's time to get off your ass, son.
Yeah, I understand.
So get off your ass.
Yes, sir.
What year did you drop out of high school?
I dropped out my sophomore year.
What have you been doing with yourself since then? Smoking weed?
Little bit.
Yeah, hanging out, having a few drinks.
Little bit.
Staying up late.
Yeah, do a bunch of that.
Right, You can't live your life like that, Nick. I love partying. But first I got a 7-figure job.
All right.
You see?
Mm-hmm.
Tonight I will party. When I am out, chicks will talk to me. You know why? Because I'm the Tom Leykis Show and I've got a 7-figure job.
Yeah.
Why won't they talk to you? Because you're a loser.
Yeah.
Right?
Actually, I don't really see myself as being much of a loser.
Well, let's review. You got no job.
Loser.
You got no high school diploma. You sit around smoking weed and drinking all day, and you can't figure out why women won't talk to you? I think you're a loser.
Tom. 1-800-5800-TOM. Lias. 1-800-5800-866.
He doesn't know you're leaving. He thinks you're staying.
Well, how can I stay with somebody when they sat there and they lied?
Again, why are you still with him now?
Because I'm a girl. I'm stupid.
Okay, I'll buy that.
This is the Tom Leykis Show.
We have another hour of Leykis 101 to go. Call us here toll-free at 1-800-5800-TOM. It's 1-800-5800-866. Our email address is my name. It's Tom at blowmeuptom.com. Don't miss us at the Seattle Phoenix Underground tomorrow beginning at 3.
The Tom Leykis Show.